Sinanggap itu dia banget tuh. Itu kalimatnya. Ay, sabi ko nga, jangan itu makai kayak ini, kayak ini lang.
Sup guys, Tron Ninja here. Recently, Rockstar had just recently announced that they're going to be in this new update allowing the Oppressor Mark II to finally get nerfed with its missiles and countermeasures, and finally allow cell missions and fucking invite-only sessions. But then I scrolled on YouTube for a little bit, and I scrolled across this video that had an incredibly bad take. To put it simply, just like on Twitter, this guy is just upset that his broomstick that he sticks 12 inches up his you-know-what is upset and is unable to accept the fact that it needs this nerf. And I'm about to rip apart his arguments and actually explain the real reason why it's getting nerfed, not for the reasons that he believes it's nerfed. Also, quickly, before we begin, I want to mention a few things. First off, the 50 video projects that I've been doing behind the scenes. I'm still currently working on them, so I don't know when they're all going to be done, but I would go check my Twitter or my Twitch down below so you can check in with me there to get updates on when I'm actually going to be finishing up those 50 uploads for the whole year. Also, another thing, if you guys could give me a subscribe, like, comment, and share this with your friends, and leave some decent criticism in the comment section, that would be great. But anyways, let's get into this this Poser Bob video.
So we all know now that Rockstar plans on nerfing the Mark II, primarily the missiles.
No shit, Sherlock.
Assumption is that they're going to make it kind of like the buzzard missiles, right? And I've been in Twitter in the trenches out here trying to explain and debate and even, trying to talk sense into people about why this is a change that should happen or could happen, but it's nowhere near anything important.
First off, you're very indecisive about your decision on whether it should or shouldn't happen, and how is it not anywhere near important? Please explain that to me. Because as far as I'm concerned, and everybody else is concerned, this is a big problem. No one wants to be dealing with flying broomsticks anymore. If you want to be Harry Potter, go be Harry Potter in a Harry Potter game.
I love how this guy is like, you're not the real Ty Killington poser. I love that. Listen, turning the Mark II missiles into a buzzard missile type is so far down the totem pole. It's almost non-important.
Non-important, huh? Really? Because I could have remembered and sworn that you complained about the Oppressor Mark II blowing up your shipments all the time, and the millions of other people complaining about this flying bike. But then again, I must be mistaken, I must be mistaken, because, not like 90% of the community does not agree with this fucking silly-ass take. The only reason this guy wants his fucking high-tracking missiles is because he wants to be able to kill AI with it. And I'll talk about this a little bit more later in the video, but I want to introduce who this fucking guy is. This fucking Poser Bob. This guy's name is Tylarious. He's a grinding channel that fucking makes guides on fucking how to make money in this game a lot. He's similar to a professional, basically. And this guy defends the fucking Oppressor Mark II like it's fucking his newborn child or some bullshit. And he tries to tell us that, it's because it's going to affect the grinders. Everyone's saying that it's because it's going to make the griefing go away. No one ever said that. So, I don't know what you're talking about. We'll get more into that in the video, too. But, just so you know, this is his stance on it and why he fucking defends the broomstick so much. I don't know how anyone can defend this fucking stupid-ass vehicle.
It won't do anything. It won't do anything to stop griefing. It will barely do anything to affect PvP. If anything, it'll make PvP worse by encouraging more people to be jet griefers, and we are already seeing this.
First off, jet griefing has been around forever. It wasn't dead when the Mark II was out or overpowered. I don't know what smelly chimp information you're getting from the coconut jungle of the idiots, but that's not how that goes. I can tell you that for an absolute fact. Jet griefing still happens, so this isn't new. And you have your explosive sniper, so I don't really see what the whole complaint is. I feel like, did you forget that you have the explosive sniper? Did you forget the fact that you had that? Because I'm pretty sure you did. And the second thing, how exactly would PvP be worse with this thing being nerfed? You care to explain that, Mr. Tylerius, or Mr. Chimp, as I like to call him? You care to explain that, because I can tell you for a fact you won't explain it because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The Oppressor Mark II is the most powerful vehicle in the entire fucking game. It beats out the laser by a fucking mile. And the thing that I don't understand is that you're defending a vehicle that has the ability to grief your cargo over another vehicle. It doesn't make any actual fucking sense. So you're basically telling us that you're perfectly fine with getting griefed by the Oppressor Mark II, a vehicle that can constantly hover over your ass, but you're not fine with fucking dealing with jets? Like, come on now.
As you see right here, I'm able to lock on to people who are sourcing. Now, listen, there is something to be said. Not every sale vehicle can be locked onto. That's true. But a lot of them still can. And sourcing, getting griefed while you're sourcing crates or gun running or whatever, is still a major problem. The major problem is that all the energy should be focused on is not changing the Mark II missiles to a buzzer type missile. It's getting rid of the orbital cannon. It's addressing all the God mode glitches, the speedo van that's been in the game for years. It's the lobby stalking, griefers abusing the crew leaderboard to follow people wherever they want to go.
I agree 100%. But the thing that you're not understanding is that people aren't happy about this fucking nerf because of the griefing aspect. That's what you're not getting. The whole point of people wanting this fucking nerf is so that they can actually stand a chance with the other vehicles in the fucking game. That is the reason why everyone has been pushing towards this fucking goddamn nerf for so fucking long. It's ridiculous that a fucking flying broomstick can actually out fucking gun a goddamn $2 million aircraft. It's insane. The real reason why people want the Oppressor Mark II nerfed is because they want to be able to use normal cars and the other weaponized vehicles within the game without getting punished by a fucking flying bike. That's the reason why people keep pushing towards it. They want the old game back. They don't want the fucking broomstick constantly being king. Not to mention the fact that this bike has basically rendered 90% of the other stock of vehicles completely fucking useless. So what's the point in buying anything else when this thing exists? Exactly. So again, you're misunderstanding what they're coming from. The reason we want it nerfed is because we want to be able to use different vehicles and not use the same boring fucking shit. This has nothing to do with fucking griefing.
It's those type of things that need to be addressed. I'm in a buzzard right now. I haven't flown the buzzard in a while. I'm shaking off here. But look at this. I mean, I apologize to this kid, but just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. Now, oh, bam, right there. Griefing with the buzzard. It's not that type of missile. Now, is it going to be as accurate as the Mark II? No. Am I going to score kills like that every single time? No. Will it change anything? No. No, absolutely not.
Alright, on to this stupid fucking argument. So basically what this nincompoop is spouting off about is about the fact that, we could use buzzard missiles to kill people, but instead we're using the Mark II missiles, which doesn't really make much sense, and especially because he's not helping his case for trying to save these fucking missiles in the first place. Especially considering that, he's supposed to be defending the vehicle, but in this instance, he's actually stupidly fucking proving that the vehicle is actually overpowered. Good job. But anyways, basically, what he's trying to make the point of is that, from what I'm understanding, because honestly, I'm having a hard time understanding this motherfucker if anyone else can understand him, that he wants the high tracking missiles, especially in the next fucking few clips. You're going to notice that he mentions this for fucking grinding purposes against AI. And I can tell you for an absolute fact, you do not need a fucking high tracking missile to kill a fucking AI. You do not need one. That is this, like, basically he's saying that, people could use the buzzard missiles, but instead, people use the high tracking ones to grief. Which, right there, proves the fucking argument of why people want the fucking nerf. But basically, he's saying that, oh, I like these high tracking missiles because then I don't have to fucking do anything. And then the game can stay stagnant and constantly unbalanced. Like, this is what doesn't make sense. You do not need a high tracking missile to fucking deal with an AI standing on the ground. You do not need an AI to be killed by a fucking high tracking missile in a helicopter or a fucking goddamn vehicle. You don't need it. The only reason you need it is because you're lazy. That is the only reason you defend this shit. You have become lazy and stagnant in your ways, and you're unwilling to let go of this crappy bike. So stop trying to lie through your teeth and just admit the fact that you're lazy as shit and you don't want to fucking do anything. You just want to be 90% of the fucking population of the game and do things for the sake of doing them.
I mean, listen, guys, it's driving me crazy. It's insane how people think that this is going to be a major impact. Now, again, it will change a little bit here and there, but nothing overall. And like I've been arguing, it'll mostly impact the money grinder because we use the Mark II for PvE. The missiles are so accurate; it makes it so much easier to kill NPCs. NPCs have god aim.
Have you ever heard of a thing called using trajectory, like fucking pointing the helicopter up to get the fucking thing to go back down and hit the fucking helicopter, the stupid vehicle you're aiming at? Have you ever thought about fucking trajectorizing the missile downward so then it goes back up towards the fucking helicopter or whatever the fuck you're aiming at? You ever think about that? Using the momentum of the missile to, make even the less tracking missiles fucking actually hit something? Did you ever think about that? Clearly you didn't. I'll say this, and I'll say this a million times. You do not need a high tracking missile to kill anything unless if you're lazy. And I can tell you for a fact that this whole lazy playstyle mentality needs to fucking go. It's what makes the game incredibly boring to grind. I'm tired of fucking using this stupid fucking thing. I'm tired of the game giving me the fucking, the reward of killing the AI and shit because I don't feel like fucking doing anything but pressing a button. This is the reason why no one fucking likes grinding anymore. It's because it's fucking stagnant fucking pressing LB. It's bullshit. That combined with the fact that Cayo Perico made pretty much every other grinding aspect besides that heist a complete fucking joke, it made it extremely boring on top of the fucking Mark II. I'm tired of fucking boring in-gameplay loops and fucking shitty vehicles that make the player just want to shoot one button and that's fucking it. It's time we actually, started playing the game instead of letting the game play for us.
It's ridiculous, right? This kid right here, bless his soul, is doing nightclub popularity missions. So I'm over here, I fly by, I pop my flares, I let him know I'm just trying to help him out, right? He says thanks, I reply back, GG, I got you. And for 10, 15 minutes, I'm trying to help this kid out. He doesn't know where he's going, he's trying to figure out where he's at. And of course, we get someone that's trying to, quote unquote, PvP this kid, right? He's just trying to grief him. All right, I see this car come up. I know what it's about. I wait for the kid to fire. I wait for him to shoot. He knows I'm locked onto him, right? I wait for him to shoot, and then I light him up. Now, the accuracy of the Mark II missile allowed me to be more effective. Could I have killed him with the buzzard? Yeah. Would it have been more efficient and effective? No.
So once again, you're not doing a very good job of defending this bike, because I don't know where you're going with this. You're saying that the buzzard missiles are less effective at killing griefers or people that you want to grief, but Mark IIs are better at it. So what are you trying to say? That people should fucking grief it or protect their cargo with the same fucking vehicle then? Because that's the exact reason that people are asking for this nerf. If you actually could, process that, but clearly you're incapable of thinking like that, because you only see to think that people want this because of the fucking griefing, which again, I have clearly stated, that is not the fucking reason people want this thing nerfed.
Absolutely not. Okay, so it's a double edge to this. It's a double edge. Same thing right here. Take care of it. We allow this kid to go on, and we fly out, and we do our thing, right? Now listen, people will argue. I've been debating with Gilly Master in the Twitter. He's saying, well, at least they're going to be doing something. I agree. I am all for nerfing the Mark II and getting the right changes in there.
Of course you would be tweeting to Gillymaster of all people about your irrelevant take on this whole matter, which, hilariously enough, him and the community could give 90% and less of a fuck what you say about the whole thing. The fact of the matter is that the Mark II needs to get nerfed regardless of how you think.
But that's not, turning it into buzzard missiles is not the right move. I would address the other things first. And if you want to really change and nerf the Mark II to make it better for PvP and for griefing, make it to where you cannot lock onto a player at all.
Oh my god, how many fucking times do I have to tell you? It's not about the fucking griefing, bro. It's about the fact that people want to be able to use helicopters and other types of vehicles without having to fucking get blown up by some unrealistic fucking bike. It has nothing to do with the whole griefing aspect. Because believe it or not, with your tiny ass brain, people actually like to, play other things besides fucking grinding for 80 plus hours straight just to fucking afford one update, even with fucking KO. It is a game after all, Tylarius. Maybe you should remember that. People want to do other things in the fucking game besides fucking doing the same fucking stupid heist for 80 plus hours in a day. You ever think about that? So maybe if you actually thought about that, you would actually realize why people fucking want the nerf, so then they can actually, use a fucking helicopter without having to fucking get completely decimated by this stupid thing.
In a sail vehicle, a source vehicle, whatever. That way it's designated for free aim, which will make it have more skill. You have the free aim fire.
Not to mention, once again, you're shafting the fucking whole other portions of the game just to fucking get this one fucking non-lock-on cargo thing. Just so then fucking, you can't get grief by fucking the stupid oppressor. Although, people have clearly said to you multiple times that the reason they want it fucking nerfed is for the PvP. But you keep going on about the fucking griefing problem, which I have not heard a single fucking person tell me that because the Mark II's getting nerfed, the fucking griefing's going away. So I don't know what fucking drug you're fucking smoking, but it's not from this fucking planet, that's for sure.
Which people do that in PvP anyways. So there's your skill gap right there. And then it takes away the griefing element because now you can't lock on to sourcing and sail vehicles, okay? That's the nerf that needs to happen. And if I were writing a book, I could actually play-by-play predict this. The kid gets into a jet, and now Gilly was like, oh, the Mark II, the nerf with the missiles, it'll be better for aerial combat. That is the dumbest thing I've heard. No offense to you, Gilly.
Clearly this smelly coconut chimp forgot about helicopters being in the game. Because that's the reason fucking Gilly mentioned that to you in the first place. Not because of fucking jets, but apparently you're not able to process such a simple task like that to be able to fucking come to the conclusion that he was talking about helicopters and not jets. But then again, that's how you know this fucking guy doesn't know what he's talking about, because he's fucking assuming Gilly's talking about fucking jets, which just proves that he doesn't know what he's talking about. Once again, good job.
The Mark II has no effect on jets at all. It has no effect. I can't fly with the jet. I can't use the missiles to shoot it down. I can't defend anybody. The only thing that I could do aerial combat-wise would be with a chopper. Yeah, he said, oh, with choppers they get... Dude, everything shoots down a chopper. Everything. Deluxos, the thruster, ultralight.
I would like you to pull out a clip of an ultralight or a fucking thruster killing a goddamn helicopter, Mr. Tylarius Barius, you fucking smelly chimp. I'd like proof of that because, as far as I'm concerned, those fucking vehicles are not fucking good at all. And the only reason the ultralight is even good slightly is because it only one-shots jets. So I'd like to see this this fucking quote unquote proof that you have of ultralights and thrusters of all fucking vehicles to be able to be helicopters. And even Deluxos. Deluxos are crap against fucking hunters and shit, so... and not to mention, most helicopters nowadays know how to fucking deal with them now, so no. The reason why the helicopters are being brought up once again is because the fucking Mark II makes them fucking unable to do anything. It's super agile and it has fucking high tracking missiles. The Deluxo is slow. That's what you're not accounting for.
Other jets, other choppers are just outgunned. That argument doesn't hold water. That kid, he knew to get into a jet. He knew if he got onto a Mark II, we would just trade kills. It's the most perfect balance for a Mark II.
Perfect balance? What the fuck are you on? Perfect balance. It's not balanced for shit. You're telling me a fucking like $5 million fucking aircraft or a $3 million fucking hunter can get fucking outgunned by a tiny ass fucking flying bike with fucking missiles? The fuck out of here. No, that's not balanced for shit. You're just literally giving the bike the excuse to exist because you just want fucking high tracking missiles to kill the AI because you're slow brained IQ chimp level. Seriously. It's not balanced for shit. I don't know what the fuck you're on. Fucking balanced. Get the fuck out of here.
Another Mark II. You just trade kills, and you're on the ground, and now you can go. Now you can protect your player. Whoever's doing this. This is a total right. I have no idea who these people are. I'm just trying to prove a point. I literally get into a lobby in 5 minutes. I can prove my point. I'm trying to free fire this kill, trying to get whatever I can, but you can't. You can't attack. You can't do anything against jets.
Yeah, no fucking shit, it doesn't work on jets. Everyone's known this for fucking years. How about you actually come up with an original point for once, other than just spouting what people have said for years?
These are, while any kind of nerf is, I guess, okay, more importantly, it has to be the right one. It has to be the right nerf. I've said this for years. If they do anything to the Mark II, they will not adjust it to help out in PvP or griefing. It will only affect the money grinder.
And like I've said 4 fucking times, you guys have done grinding since the game has fucking come out. And you didn't have the Mark II back then, and you used the fucking missiles and the choppers and the buzzard. All fine now, but now all of a sudden that the Mark II is getting nerfed, oh no, you don't want the fucking Mark II getting nerfed because you have to go back to using the same fucking missiles that you used back in fucking 2013. Oh bro, I don't want to go back to those vehicles, even though they were quite effective back in the fucking day. But oh no, I don't want to fucking use the buzzard missiles because I like to press a button and let the game do the thing for me.
So what do? Of course, I get back into my jet, kill this kid. I just get one kill on him, just to let him know. Just get one kill, right? He even shot my damn plane with a sniper rifle. Okay? What's going to happen is just what we're seeing right here. The jets are going to be coming back. Trust me, you do not want to have the jet griefers back in GTA Online. I'll take a Mark II griefer over a jet griefer all day.
And yeah, there are also a billion other ways to conveniently take out fucking jets. Like the fucking explosive sniper that you literally just fucking mentioned. Wow, when you actually start fucking putting this shit on paper, the jets actually have quite a bit of shit fucking and going against it. Like the fucking Chernobyls, the AA vehicles, other jets, the explosive sniper. Wow, that's a lot of shit for something that you're saying that has nothing to counter it. Maybe it sounds like you don't really know what you're talking about.
There are about a dozen different ways to counter a Mark II. Vehicles on foot, auto-lock lobbies, other Mark IIs, planes, even choppers, right? But this is what's going to happen.
How many fucking times do I have to mention this goddamn argument before this goddamn chimp understands it? We are not fucking asking for this nerf for the griefing. We know that there are millions of ways to take out the bike. The problem with the bike is that it's still being fucking used, and you do not understand that. What is the point of buying a fucking helicopter, a jet, anything, if this thing's in the game with those fucking missiles? How do you not process this shit? Actually use the noggin or the coconut on your shoulders. Holy fuck.
This right here is what's going to happen. I load into a lobby. I'm replying to a tweet. And immediately, once I get in this lobby, the jet griefers make their presence known. This is the problem. This is what's going to happen. Okay? So all this energy has been misguided. There are tremendous problems in GTA 5 Online, right? God mode, orbital cannon spam.
Which, by the way, you completely forgot that they said that they would have a lot more in store for fucking vehicle changes and so on in the fucking update. They only mentioned the important shit like the fucking Mark II. So for all you know, how do you know that they're not gonna be fucking nerfing that shit too? You can't just go on and assume that shit.
Lobby creepers and lobby stalkers, chasing people around lobbies. Okay, it's so much more. There's so many more things that can be changed and addressed than just switching out the missiles on the Mark II. Now, listen, I've said this publicly. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that this makes the world of difference. I really, really do. But I know it's not. I know it's not. Okay, so many other things that need to be addressed. I love that Rockstar is going to allow us to make sales in invite-only lobbies. A lot of things can be done in invite-only already. They need to make sure that we can source in invite-only lobbies. And more than that, they need to allow us to do everything, run the business in crew lobbies. We need to be able to go back and chill with our crew again and run businesses 100%. Because the way it is now, everybody wants to run Kaio or do things solo, which is fine. But when you have a crew, it splits your crew off into all these different lobbies. People are just trying to be safe and not be griefed because the bigger problems exist. The God mode griefing, the lobby stalking, so many more important things to address. I am not against PvP, for the love of God.
Oh, really? Because it sounds like you are from all the stupid shit you've said so far.
I've been in hundreds of PvP death matches. I'm okay with mixing it up in free mode, but free mode should not be the main focus and priority in free mode. That should be a communal space for the community to be able to interact with each other, not grief and torment and just harass people. Okay?
So you legit just said that you're not against fucking PvP, but clearly you are, because why else would you be telling people that, the free mode's not meant for just killing and all that other stuff? Let me make this very fucking clear. No one in this game has the right to tell you how you want to play. The fact that this guy is saying both that he is not against it, but then he is clearly is against it, and telling people that you should not fucking play the game you want. So, that's already a fucked up thing to say already. And, and then he's gonna go off on this whole other thing, which I'll get into right now.
What's the real sim game? Play Call of Duty.
Last time I checked, when are you the one to decide when and someone wants to play GTA or a different game? When are you the one that decides if they want to play GTA like a military game? When are you the one that makes these decisions ever? Maybe you should think about that before making statements like that.
You want an aerial PvP game? Play Ace Combat, right? And you can also do those things in GTA. Take it to a deathmatch. That way, it is truly balanced. It's controlled. It's just a much more fun environment. It's way better that way.
No, this is how I know you also don't know what you're talking about, because if you did, you would know that the fucking creator for death matches and overall PvP modes are very limiting and therefore restrict the amount of fun that we can actually have, which is why so many fucking people play free mode. Wow. Wow, it's such a mind-boggling thing. Like when you actually put this shit on paper and you realize that people play EPP in like fucking free mode and shit because the creator mode for fucking PvP is dog shit and restricts the amount of creativity and fun we can have. Wow, it's no fucking shit wonder why people play free mode. Why do you think fucking creator deathmatches for fucking vehicles are glitched? It's because Rockstar doesn't let us fucking make them. Wow. Man, like actually using your brain. Like wow, it's so hard to do that, you know? Not like I came up with that in like the fucking past like 3 seconds.
Again, I tweeted out, put all the energy into nerfing the explosive cannons on the jets. The jets should not have explosive cannons. They should have regular machine guns. That'll make aerial combat fair and balanced, right? These are the common sense, logical changes that need to happen. Again, I'm all for the proper and correct nerfs. I'm all for PvP that is balanced.
You're clearly not with us on this because you're clearly trying to get us out of sessions, even though all of us are physically and publicly earned the right to be in fucking public sessions. It is GTA after all. It's not just fucking be a postman and fucking deliver fucking drugs to some random fucking guy from the boonies. It is a game, Forgive me for fucking speaking like someone that actually, plays games. But, we play games to play games, not to do fucking chores and be a fucking postman, believe it or not.
Where it's not, griefing and harassing players and where it's in a controlled environment. That's how it should be. That's fine. But, what we have now is just misguided energy. And it's just, I think it's a wasted opportunity.
Trust me, the only wasted opportunity here is me having to watch this stupid video with this dumbass take.
When Rockstar is actually listening, it's a wasted opportunity. So, anyways, that's my rant. I've been on Twitter. I was like, I'm gonna put this to a video, and if I'm gonna battle anybody, might as well go in the comments.
Trust me, the only battles you're gonna be winning in your comment section is the proof that your fucking take is absolutely shit. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be fucking ending this video now because I'm done fucking listening to this terrible fucking take from this goddamn chimp. Keep crying about your fucking Oppressor Mark II nerf because as far as everybody else in the community is concerned, no one gives a shit. So, yeah, suck it up. Also, quickly before the video ends, if you guys could remember to give me a like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, give me a comment with some decent criticism, and I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully with a better take if you guys suggest it, because fuck me, I can't take this. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.